Alright, so hello everyone, welcome to the stream. We'll continue along with the rough. The goal for today is to get through the rough and into the beginning of the line art, at least for the bits that aren't going to change very much. Which basically is the whole of the body, minus the faces, the arms. Was there anything else? There's nothing else. Basically, the face of the arms might be a little bit varied. I need to think about exactly how to do those, but the body should be, the body, the head, the actual head shape, the hair shape, the ears, they should all be relatively static in terms of what they need to do. Obviously, it's flexible, fleshy objects, so they will move around a bit, but the orientation shouldn't change so dramatically that I need to really plan out how to deal with it. So regardless, continuing along with Otogi here, I think the plan is, after figuring out what the heck I'm doing with her arm, is to just pretty much raw dog and try and do the up on the table without doing a rough. Given that basically every object on the table needs to be static to begin with. If there's going to be anything moving, there's going to be like reflections in the water. You know, a cup on the table really shouldn't be rippling at all when I think about it more carefully, so have a think about that. Regardless, let us make a folder here and let's just say let us just say right arm. So the arm itself is going to... Why is it doing that? Don't do that. It's going to go straight down. That is a thick as pen. I think I actually want to bring it forward a little bit here. Let this like hang a little bit on the elbow, like right about there, but the actual arm itself needs to come forward. She does, more than we're just saying uniform, so he does have like this little cuff area at the end, which can kind of signal the end of the hand. Let's just say it's like right about here. And we want probably faster than that, so say about something like, let's just say that should be a little bit wider. Then we just kind of want to, for the most part, just kind of lay this on top of her arm. We're gonna let it hang, or she'll hang down. And we can let it be like relatively loose and just hang towards her elbow. Okay, now the fun bit is, I don't know if I have a hand reference holding an object similar to Tong. So we're gonna find out if I have one, and if I don't have one, then I'm gonna have to go looking for one. Because it's what, like this. It's not really chopstick way of holding. It's more... Well, let's just see if I actually have it, because that would make my life a lot easier. I do not think I have it. I am reaching the bottom of my hand references I have saved. It was an oddly specific thing that I was looking for, and I did not have it. I have various angles of chopsticks, but I do not have this very specific kind of thing. What do I look for? Hand tongs. That's a microphone. That is a fork. Oh, Okay, I have a picture of actual tongs. That's not what I was looking for. I have found pictures of tongs with hands at the end of the plastic, or the not the like little rubber bit at the end is shaped as like a hand. That's not what I'm looking for. All right, let's see if I can find it all. That is on it. That is also not it. Is there anything else that's like similar to tongs? I guess holding a big cylindrical object should actually be kind of close, shouldn't it? It's just that the where the thumb ends up being would be a little higher up. Okay, let me see. How about hand holding tong? Alright, got a single photo to work off, and this photo will bring us the victory, maybe. Because I think this is exactly the pose I'm looking for and about the perspective I'm looking for, which is very convenient because it's literally the only image. Alright, let's grab this. Okay, so basically what we are looking at here is to... Did I separate this just to make it easier to work with? Okay, let's go ahead. Let me just go back down to you. Do I have anything here that's... Yeah, let's just get a little bit out of here. So we kind of want to stick our head just, like, literally just out of her sleeve. So let's just say, like, this is where, exactly where thumb is. This is... More down, more down. Yeah, more down. Indeed. Hello, by the way. What am I looking? No, Knuckle was on, like... That means that the hand itself is shaped weird. This is a hobby, not a business. Bring Knuckle into... What's actually happening here? Let me just... Do I have something that's like kind of shaped like this around here? Basically holding Willy. Basically, this finger is sticking out further. In finger. see. I'm not actively trying to grow the channel. It's not the most important thing to me. You tilt the hand here a bit more. Knuckle. What's what going down like? And it's... I feel like I'm not pulling this out far enough, but... Where's this put? I almost want to hold the thumb parallel to the horizon line here. And then the knuckle itself needs to come further around this way. The thing, what's happening to the muscle here again? But this shouldn't be that tilted. Around there. And the reality of it is, if you're tired of what I'm doing, this is perfectly fine for you to move on to the next person. I'm doing things for a hobby, and if it doesn't match what you want to watch, then it's time for us to part ways. That's just how it works on this platform. Let's see. I am not comprehending where the knuckle is supposed to be. I think we're looking about there, because that puts this muscle here up to like the thumb itself should be a little bit more, and then I think we can actually just pull the hand into the sleeve and just kind of not worry about the shape, because the wrist itself would be like in here. I think that's about where the where that should be. Yeah, I can work with that. Alright, let's see. Oh, how do I deal with the very flat object here? It would actually be better if I turn it just enough so that I'm not dealing with a completely flat object. I need to turn the hand more for that. We need to bring the knuckle up just a little bit more, so instead we'll be looking at... kind of like right about here, be where that is. I kind of still want to tuck the things in the same fashion. And then instead the thumb itself will be a little bit more liberal, stretching out, and then that would mean that the tongs themselves will be mostly blocking the thumb. It can be stretched out like a right. Did it be that thick? There are a shot of... I don't feel like the ones that get used in these kind of shops are that wide though. Well, they don't become wider at the end, but they only become wider at the very end. They're usually thicker and wider at the base, right? Alright, let's go ahead and just put this in here. Okay, this doesn't work this way. Let's just go. Okay, we'll just bring this out pretty thin outwards, and we'll just kind of stick it out decently far, and we'll widen it out like right near the end. So we'll go like, let's just say like right about here. We'll widen it out a little bit. And we'll just kind of hold the back side to this, just like right there, and just pull it in like that. And then we'll bring the thumb around to it, like so. So the arm here. Do I actually want to move this arm, or do I just want to keep it roughly where it is? This arm has to come forward a little bit, right? Come forward a little bit and just like kind of bring the arm forward or like across in front of her body. And then this will be about here, just say. Flasher was just and do require the back of the body here. Her top is like particularly short, right? So we kind of want to bring it around like, so this should hang like right about here, and then this should kind of just roll in front of her body, be a little bit loose. Her body itself should be like right about here, and then we'll just kind of roll the skirt in underneath. And then the skirt will tuck in under her butt, but that is going to be out of the camera view. Okay, then her, yeah, do like need a little bit of the hair coming. I don't feel like this is going to be in camera view at all. Not going to worry about it too much. Or should I actually go over the table or the chair? Did that shoulder be further forward? How much of a miss is it going to be to tuck Niko's hands or fingers inwards? Also, this hand is going to need to be bigger. Kind of just tuck this hand behind here. What do I do with it to turn to a fist? I guess that's probably the easy option. we want to do? There's a perspective a little bit there. I mean, at this point, I really could just roll her right over the back of the chair instead of behind her back. I guess it'd be more sensible to put a. Actually, yeah, it's like a thick amount of hair that's tied up, so probably make more sense to put it over the chair, and the chair's not really going to be camera shot anyway. Alright, well, regardless. Alright, now how do I deal with this? So the actual grill is like underneath, but you just have to mission it up above where you grill the meat. Actually, let me see if I can find it. Korean barbecue table. Can I like have a look at the inside of the actual stove thing? I'm not looking to buy one. How much does it cost anyway? 80 bucks. What does the actual inside of this thing look like? Structure. Not the. Okay, how about we don't say table, just say grill. Give me the actual structure of the grill. No, it just gives me the structure of the table. But it's otherwise consistent. Is it actually using charcoal? I thought they used gas. Alright, let's have a look at this. So everything that's static on the table should ideally be just one object. Okay, we don't really care about anything that's beyond the frame, so... Okay, let me just separate this for a moment so I can mess with this a bit more. Okay, let me just give this an edge. What's the easiest one? This is the inner ring. Maybe about there? Was this ventilation? Let's see. Yeah, I just don't like that, I think. Okay, then we got this ring. We're gonna just copy, do that, and we're just gonna bring it down a little bit more. Then, using this, how do I do this grow? That's not gonna work. What's the best way to do this? Okay, let me try something here. I mean, I guess that's like good enough for this, right? Okay, so if I make the line color black, then I make the layer color white. It would be really nice if the line could be a little bit. Won't be seeing this side, so that's what's bad. Grill's not very even, but we'll get the job done. Okay, then we take this and bring it down again. So let's just say that the grill itself is like, actually, you know what? Let's be smart about this. Let's just make a copy. Okay. Did my input language change? Okay, something like that, right? Okay, so the consideration is we need to have the... Oh, how much of this needs to be separate? Maybe we should just have the grow as a separate piece. Oh, way. Alright, how do you do this? I need to draw the plates from furthest to closest? Or do I just go from closest to furthest? Okay. Let's just separate this a bit more to organize it. One, two. Quite a few times. But it's only been 4 comas. I don't know if I can piece together a whole story. We'll go 1, 2. Do a square plate. Okay, so for this, probably makes more sense to use the straight line tool for this. We'll go. That's about right. Then this is going what, like? So something like that. Right? Some of that. I'll just go with this for now. Actually, do I need the inside for this? I'm not gonna brought this down too far compared to everything else. That looks incredibly off. I mean, the positioning of it's probably fine. Oh. Don't need us to be snapping right now. Okay, this can be static, so I can literally just draw the stuff straight into it. Alright, let's see if can... What orientation do I do for this in as well? Actually, maybe just make this long-wise instead. We go. Can I just establish this by go like that? And the way this is done, I can't really flip it very easily. Alright, okay, so that's what the plate. This needs to stop snapping. Okay, this does not need to be even. Be bigger. What? Okay, I have no idea how to do the marbling on some thick ass slabs right there. Okay, let's go do one. I want to like just not quite center it to make it look a little missier. I shall do this. Can I open this image? That is tiny. Why is that so tiny? This is supposed to be huge. Oh. Okay, can I open this image? Okay, this is huge. Okay. Basically, you just need a bunch of cylinders here, right? New layer. I just kind of do this randomly, it's fine. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. I just do something like that. La, ba, 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 la, ba, 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 ba. Will I be able to see the base of this or not? Ba, la, ba, ba, ba. La, ba, ba, la, ba, ba, la. Just make a piece that's like kind of lapped on top here. I feel like I could really just cheap out some simpler shapes there. Alright, let's do that. I just did it all in one layer. I did. Oh, whatever. It's fine. Alright, what do I want to do with this? Capsicums? I don't know about that. Will they give you a yakiniku? Is this different? Hello, how you doing? Okay, can I open this image as a big image I can? That's shellfish? Oh, dang. You know, they really do bring out the leaves. What was this image from? Wagyu beef in Hokkaido. I feel like that's a little far to be. I guess this doesn't have to be Kobe. Wagyu. That explains the seafood. What kind of vegetables they usually? What is this? This is asparagus, corn. There's flowers made from carrots. What is this? That looks more like greens you're not about to put on the actual grill. Anything like the corn that's expected to go on the grill. Oh, look, ice cream. Oh, fermented stuff. So basically, I just make some green cylindrical shapes or some leafy shapes that will just do the job. Mushrooms, mushrooms, leaves. Like cucumbers? That's a choice. Okay, I'll work on that. Do another round plate here so that we don't need to draw the base because it'll be go! Okay, I do have a vague idea what these look like because I have used them myself a little bit before. This mushroom 100% does look like a phallic object. We're just going to draw the stalk and not the bulb at the end as well. Otherwise, it will definitely look like a penis. I can say from experience, this mushroom is veiny. Just draw some veins on here. Wait, how do I do the smaller ones? It's a good way to do the smaller ones. So I'm gonna draw some lines kind of very randomly, like. Okay, it doesn't look like complete insanity, so some of it's very thick. I think we can actually fix it just by adding some more. Okay, it looks a little bit like insanity, but it should be fine. That looks a bit like a sanity. Very slanted. Oh, God. I'm also free-handed this. Oh, whatever. Figure out how to do sources, and it looks like so off perspective-wise. Oh my god, that looks actually kind of horrific. That looks horrific. Okay, let me just use the straight line. Whoop. Oh. Did we get that out there? That is not what I'm trying to do. Okay. Alright, eyeballing these measurements because I'm not measuring anything out here. Hopefully that's not completely insane. I had to turn to 5 of these. I was trying to aim for like 3. Can I shorten that? I can't shorten that. That's not difficult. Neat. It's a little wonky, but let's go play. Just do another round play. Easy to work with. Ooh. Alright. Do this. I want to do some leafy kind of greens here. Basically, if we're going with this, then let's say very bulby base into the leaf, right? How it goes? Or just up them. Or the stalks. What stalks are they? I don't know what these. I just need a couple of these. Okay, we're just like at the store. go like that for now. I can live with that for now. Alright, alright, let me just... Give me this card. Actually looks a lot cleaner than I thought it would be. What line is that? Is that very much a blade? Okay, then... I'm gonna go plates and balls. Like with these, the Yaki Niku restaurant would typically have, was it? I feel like it's usually rice bowl or something. Either rice bowl or soup bowl. Alright, what do I want to do with this? Okay, we'll go... Oh jeez. The best bit here is that I don't have a perspective ruler, so I'm just gonna eyeball the crap out of this. I mean, this will be transparent, so just keep the lines where they are right now. Boom. Oh, that was a robot. Can I be lazy here? Okay, let's see. Want some like low, or some wide open plates with a big lip. I feel like I want to make all the cups like I'm kind of looking at them. Okay. And we're gonna be a little bit lazy here as well. We're just gonna copy this around the table. Indeed. Any of these spots need to be separate apart from the grill? And can I get away with just copying this plate again another 2 times? Actually, you might be able to. Let's just have a look. See how bad it is. Let's see. Okay, so all of this can be one layer. So I can actually just cut off the bottom of the cup here. Let's add some bowls. Some taller bowls here. How do you do taller bowl? We want to go... Well, these end up being placed on bowl. Let's make another photo. I'll just do 2 of these, I think. We'll go... put one like... right here, I think we'll go. Okay, then we want to go... Basically, we need to reach a base of like about here, right? Something like that. Okay, we're just gonna flip this, and then we're gonna just distort it a little to make it less same shape. I position it like this. Clean up the lines once it all just becomes a single layer. Okay, I think that actually is most of the way there for the table. That basically just requires chopsticks. Alright, so anyway, that's the time I have for today. So next time I'll start on the line art for basically the hair and the bodies. I'll figure out what I need to do for the faces, if I need to vary it up a little bit to fit all the expressions, and notably the hands is probably the bit that's going to be the most painful. The parts do need to be split pretty aggressively because it's not a full head turn, but there's still some head turn, which basically means that the hair separation has to be incredibly meticulous, while at the same time, because this is an animation and not a real-time flowing a real-time calculated flowing image, there are definitely parts where I want to cut down on the amount that's being cut, or the parts are being separated, so that I can cut down on the amount of work I actually have to do for each part, because realistically I want to avoid over-cutting the parts. I'll see how that goes, because any level or head turn basically requires quite aggressive. Alright, so anyways, thank you very much for watching today's session of line arts, or a bit of more roughing into the line art. Want to see more of this? This will be going on pretty much throughout May. It'll just be just one thing on stream unless I miraculously finish early. Right now, looking at the pace I'm working at, I'm not even going to finish within the month. I'll probably have to do some things in my own time as well. But regardless, if you want to see more of this, be subscribed or following, depending on where you're watching from. Leave a like, because it helps me out, and I'll see you again next time.